My name is Victor, and welcome to scotTRANS. It's great to be back for my second ever video on scotTRANS. And I'm not sure if I should have gone straight into my vampire obsession on the second video, but I have, so there you have it. So this week's topic is Halloween, which is not really related to trans issues at all, but in a sense, for me anyway, Halloween has always been a very special time, and a time where I've really felt comfortable with myself and my gender. Also, I apologise because I can't really speak in these teeth, but I'm going to keep them in for the aesthetic, so I hope you don't mind. When I was at a stage before I was discovering my gender, I was discovering my obsessions with certain mythical creatures, vampires. And I realised my obsession with vampires was mostly because they were always depicted as very pretty men, often with long hair, often very androgynous, and I think I was drawn to that imagery even before I knew that I was a pretty boy. I used to just be like sort of unhealthily obsessed with vampires and pretty boys. I mean, I still am. But in a way that, like, I used to get upset when I would see one, because it was like, it was obviously my internal sadness that I wasn't that man. So Halloween's always been an interesting time because I've always chosen to dress up as a vampire for Halloween. And I would dress up as a vampire every single day of the year if I could, but I feel like at Halloween time it's much more accepted. And I really think Halloween in itself is the only time where you can dress up on the 31st of October in anything you like. No one will say anything about it, because it's Halloween. No one's gonna go like, why are you dressed like that? You're such a freak. You know? So I think for gender expression, it's quite... it's kind of like a relief when Halloween comes around. Especially for people that don't cosplay. I mean, I cosplay, and I dress up as characters all the time, so I kind of get that feeling all the time, but I think for people that don't, Halloween is the kind of like the day where you just get to be a crazy, scary thing and no one's gonna say anything about it. So sorry. That tends to happen occasionally. So yeah, I think Halloween is a really special time for people that have kind of issues with expressing themselves every day. Because if, you know, you want to dress up as Dracula, you can dress up as Dracula, no one's gonna question that. It's just like, yeah, you're Dracula. Great. And for me anyway, that was so empowering to just dress up as what you wanted. On the opposite side of that, I feel like sometimes it can be a time for extreme gender dysphoria, especially probably for younger kids. For example, if there's a young trans guy who's about, I don't know, 6, 7, who's kind of figuring themselves out and maybe their parents aren't supportive and it's like, hey, you're gonna be a witch for Halloween, right? I've got you this dress and this hat. And the little boy's just like, actually, I really wanted to be a werewolf. So you can see how that might be like the opposite side of things, if like someone else is picking out your costume. So I suppose as you get older, when you have the choice to express and dress up in however way you want on Halloween, it can be a really good day and a really good gender euphoria day. I just realised I forgot to switch my pumpkins on. Give me a second. Can you even see those? I also have skeletons. But yeah, Halloween's always been a really special time for me. I absolutely love it. It kind of encompasses my own aesthetic and my own obsessions like really well. So the month of October is always a great month for me. I always feel so happy and content. It's also because my birthday's in November, so it's kind of like that whole time is just a good time for me. But I would be really interested to hear if any of you guys have some interesting gendery experiences at Halloween, good or bad. Because I feel like Halloween is a time where people may have like questioned their gender for the first time, like dressing up as certain characters and things like that. So it would be interesting to hear if anyone else has had those experiences. Also, fun, slightly spooky Halloween fact. I just had a bath. And that's not the spooky thing. I had a bath with this amazing bath bomb, right? That turns your bath into blood. Well, it looks like blood. It's not really blood. That would be slightly disturbing. So that was great. That was amazing. I just felt so at one with my vampiric self. And I listened to, like, vampire, like, choral singing and things. Oh, it was great. Yeah, I kind of feel like you guys have probably already got to know me quite well by now. I've kind of confessed to a lot of things about myself. But anyway, share your Halloween stories in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear them. Also, who are you for Halloween? Who are you gonna be? Put that in the comments too. Just remember this Halloween to be whoever you want to be. Just be true to yourself. Be the most amazing spooky creature you can think of. Just as long as you're happy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a happy Halloween. And I will see you next Sunday.